welcome to Whose Game's That Jacket, a board game podcast from Wales. Now, bit of an unusual on this one because it's not just me and it's not Davey.
If you hadn't noticed.
Yeah, for those of you listening, you're going to be quite confused. But for those of you watching on Fun with Boxes on YouTube, you will see that Lisa's joined me
Hi.
and Chris Llewellyn has joined me from Revelation Games. Hello,
Yes.
Chris. How are you?
Lovely to be here.
Yes.
So Davey might be joining a little bit later. We were
Yes.
just explaining to Chris bedtimes and little children and all of that is messing up the schedule a little bit. But you've got me. The manager gets to pop in briefly.
The boss.
The boss.
The boss,
To keep
yeah.
things on track.
Yeah.
We want it totally professional for Chris. So we really appreciate you spending a bit of time with us.
Yeah.
It'll be fine, I'm sure.
Exactly. So, Chris, Revelation Games, what's it all about?
It's a business that Guy Allen and myself set up a little over 2 years ago now. It all came from being inspired by going to Essen,
Mm,
grabbing new games, coming home to our respective groups, and people going, "Wow, these games are great! Why can't we get them? Where are you getting them from, etc." The usual story that
Mm.
those of us who are privileged enough to go to Essen know what it's
yes.
like when you
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah.
And one particular evening, I'd been and been to bought some looping games, Spanish company.
Mm.
The big fan of theirs, Guy was. He introduced me to them.
There's some
You
behind
have some
us.
over there, yeah,
Yeah.
spotted in
Yeah.
the background.
Yeah.
And we were playing International Space Station. And one of the guys there that night, Davey, halfway through playing the game, was on his phone, which is a bit of a no-no in our group, as in a lot of groups.
Yeah.
And I said, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" He said, "I'm trying to buy this game, but I can't get it anyway." And I said, "Without importing it, you can't get it."
Yeah. Yeah.
And from there, inspired a little idea. And I spoke to Guy and I said, "We've got to find out why people don't come to UKGE because it's the second biggest gaming
Mm,
convention in the world. Why don't people come and launch their games there as well? They're missing out somehow."
mm,
So we decided the next time we went over, we'd do a little bit of canvassing, talking to various publishers and suppliers, and say, "Why don't you come?" And they all came back with the same answer, which was, "We've got limited budgets for
yeah.
marketing
Yeah.
and traveling around.
Yeah.
So if you're going to go anywhere, you go the biggest one in the world, which is Essen Spiel." So
Mm,
made no bounds about that.
mm,
But they then said also, sort of from a UK tax point of view, and expenses are coming here, etc. It was a bit of a challenge.
mm,
So armed with this information, we decided, well, there's got to be a solution that we can sort of try and come up with.
mm.
Um, and the long story short is we set up a UK company, so we got rid of all the VAT problems and import problems, etc., for these guys. And then we hired a stand at UKGE
Mm.
and offered to demonstrate people's games if they shipped them over to us.
Mm.
And the rest, as they say, is history. So we started off with just five suppliers from around the world. We had US, Finland, Holland, Germany, Singapore, and Korea.
Yeah.
Um, and it all went really well. UKGE people loved it. We got a lot of nice feedback.
Mm.
But a lot of people still don't know who we are and what we do. So
Yeah.
this year, we went back to Essen and canvassed more people.
Mm.
And we've got more people on board this time, and we've got more games, which is always great.
Mm.
Mm.
And one of the things that we set up sort of 6 months ago was a little web shop to allow people to
Right.
also get the games when you're not at an event.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. And that's what we're about. We love it. We're a couple of more senior guys, and this is our sort of retirement business, if you like to put it that way.
Yeah, yeah,
And for us, it's very rewarding because we feel we're sort of putting back into the industry, and especially the UK.
definitely.
The
Yeah.
folks that we're dealing with are loving it and sort of really appreciate what we do.
Mm.
And this year we've got a bigger and hopefully better stand. We're going to Aircon, so we've got a little bit more exposure there as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Um,
excellent. Aircon, not long.
we saw you guys down at HandyCon, and we had a little store. Oh, not you guys actually; it was your friends we saw
So
down
our
at
Yes.
friends, yes,
Yeah,
sipping a
HandyCon.
root.
And
yeah.
although HandyCon is more of a gaming sort of community, and there's very little in the way of sales,
Mm.
everybody was sort of super excited to see that all these strange games that they'd never seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So that's the story, and that's
yeah.
where we are right now.
No.
I was going to say, it's very interesting that you mentioned about having that shop on your internet site because I was wondering, could we only get games if we saw you in the UK Games Expo or if we saw you in Essen
Mm,
or anywhere else at
no.
Aircon,
He's
whatever?
shopping in Essen.
Yeah, yes, yes.
So yeah,
So,
I mean, it's become really popular. There's two things that we do with the website. One is we allow people to pre-order before an event. So
mm,
Guy has
Mm,
just literally put
mhm.
up this week the pre-orders for Aircon. So people who want to get stuff there can
Oh,
pre-order and we can
yeah.
deliver. So
mm.
we'll watch out for your order, guys.
Yeah, yeah,
And then also it does mean that people who aren't able to go to certain events or can't make events where we're at can still get the games in the UK at a reasonable
Yeah.
price.
Yeah.
that is awesome. Now,
Because I've got to say, how we met you was through that pre-order system. I was
yeah,
so excited at UK Games Expo last year when I saw on the pre-order list that I could get plate games,
mm,
and there were a few games that were on my radar. I went rather crazy about one of them, and so did that pre-order. And
yeah.
then it was when I was well, it wasn't when I was picking it up. You were next to the Sashi stand at UK Games Expo last year. And that was the one I was making a beeline for because they'd never been to UK Games Expo. And as you say, it's seeing these sort of
Mm,
smaller companies or international companies that just don't come over to the UK.
mm,
And you were right next to it. And my eye was drawn by a game. And then I realized, oh, it's Revelation Games. I've got pre-orders with you. And there's
yeah.
other games here that I'm interested in. And I remember speaking to you and saying, you were like, have a look at this game. And I was like, no, I need to go and get my husband, who I'd
Yes,
sent into another hall to pick up games, and
yes.
and dragged him back. And it was just amazing to see games that, as you said, we would only see at Essen, or you'd have to really trawl, secondhand sites or things to try and find
Mm,
some of these games that we hear about but can't buy. And,
yeah,
and that's how we met. And we
mm,
came back and we had
yeah,
an amazing demo of a game at the Revelation Game stand as well, which I think we want to talk about that demoing side that,
yeah,
that you do as well.
yeah.
But
Talk about that in a minute, yeah. But it's being able to pick up these lovely games that you wouldn't normally get chance to pick up. Digicode, Rapper Mine,
yeah,
and of course Lisa's
the one I was
favorite,
crazy about.
Meow Meow Dice. Because come on, who doesn't
It's
like to
very
say
popular at the
meow
moment.
meow?
We've
Yeah,
got we've got plenty of orders for that too. So
Is it? It's just so cute, isn't
it is
it?
very cute.
unbelievably cute, and it's anybody who's a cat lover is on it as
Oh,
soon as they see those dice that are all
Yeah.
cats.
oh yeah,
People are
yeah.
all over it,
Those
and
dice are fantastic.
the job that Plate do with those things
Mm.
are sort of really good. I mean,
Yeah.
the one thing that people do say is it does appear to be a little pricey, but when you see that you've got four sets of cat dice
Mm.
in there,
Yes.
not that expensive for what you get. So
Yeah,
No, no.
exactly. You
great.
look at the production, but then you also factor in, as you said, it costs a lot of money to bring the games over. There is that shipping and the VAT and the various different import taxes and things that will happen
Mm,
that you do pay more money for these games, but you often know a lot more about them as well because you've sort of, heard the buzz and got very excited. But or you could be the one that takes that amazing game to your game group that nobody else is going to have. And come on, we're gamers. We all like having that hidden gem, isn't it? That nobody else has got.
We do, yeah.
We got a batch of the Can't Stop reprint that Play did.
Oh,
did.
yeah.
No, I want that.
And one of the local gaming groups in Stafford is run by a guy I know called Sam, and he was like, "Can you get me Can't Stop? Can you get me Can't Stop?" So we got that, and he took it along to the Sunday Stafford board game bash, and he was secretly like, "Yeah, I've got Can't Stop." So and it generates more interest across the board for people to
Yeah.
come along to the site, have a look, etc., which is great.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And I've got a little surprise for him that he doesn't know yet. So, because nobody will hear it on here, he's also after Gachapon Trick, which is turning up on Thursday. So don't mention it; it's a secret.
Oh, now colour me intrigued.
Yeah, is that going to be available at Aircon?
It is going to be available at Aircon.
No way.
So,
Right, I'll reserve my copy now then, please.
Yeah, we type it in ready.
Oh, because that is amazing. Because it is exciting. We're seeing it more in the UK, a UK Games Expo, of seeing, like say, smaller, particularly Asian publishers.
Yeah.
We love those games, but just smaller publishers from all over the world. Like
Yeah.
when I was looking the web store earlier, and you've already mentioned it, of looping games, and we are
Yeah.
big fans of
Big
looping
fans.
games, and we always go to them at Essen to pick
Yeah.
their games up. So getting that more widely available is just fantastic. And we're seeing a lot more Asian publishers and smaller publishers coming over to UKG, but having a facility, your company then to be able to support
Yeah.
that bringing in of the games and dealing with all the boring stuff, shall we say, the tax and all of
Yeah,
that,
the tax. Yeah, too boring.
and we divide the work up. Guy gets to do all the nice dispatching and sending off and making people happy, and I have to pay the tax man. So that's how that
right.
works. So,
Yeah.
division of labour somewhere along the line. I think it's supposed to be fair, but there we go.
Yeah.
But while you're mentioning looping games, have you played White Christmas yet?
Oh,
No, we took
we
it away with us.
we almost played it last weekend.
Yeah.
I've read the rules,
Mm-hmm.
so I was good to go, but we just didn't get a chance to play it.
Yeah.
Well, ISIS has always been my favourite one because I love the countdown mechanisms of the two launch ships going up. And I love that little sort of that type element of moving the countdown counters. But we've played White Christmas quite a few times since we've got copies of it. And my gaming group are always, if I say White Christmas, they're turning up. So it's
Yeah.
just peaking it for me at the moment as my favourite looping game. So
Oh, is
definitely
it?
recommend you
All
get on.
right. It does look brilliant.
Yes.
I've read the rules, like I said, and I was like, oh, this is going to be a good one. This is.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it
The
was
thing
on my
I admire about them
anticipated.
most is you've got the small box that turns out to be a big Euro style sort of game, medium Euro style game on the desk.
Yeah.
But the effort they put into researching and putting
Oh,
the
yeah.
theme and the history behind it.
Yep.
In White Christmas, at the time when they did the evacuation, they one of the admirals made the decision to push £1 million helicopters off the end of the ship so they could get more people on, and that actually features in the game, which is quite
Yeah.
interesting, and the history with it's in the rule book, and I just think they put so much effort in. I love what they do.
Yeah, it's really fascinating. And some of the things I love about board games is I wasn't aware, I'd never heard of that, of what happened.
The big evacuation.
But I'd never realized what had gone on back then. So to have that in a board game is just
Yeah.
really, really interesting. Like.
it's fabulous to get that little bit of education with the
Mm.
game at the
Mm,
same time, isn't it? And they don't overdo it. They just put enough of it in to make it,
yeah,
Yeah.
educational but not boring, which I think is fun.
Yeah,
yeah,
we've got a lot of them, and it's that honing in on a very specific historical
yeah,
event,
yeah.
and it's not always what you think. I know we got Sixtina, and the painting the Sistine Chapel, but it's not
Mm,
the actual painting; it's the restoration of the Sistine
Yeah,
Chapel, and
yeah.
it's just clever little just of going. You might have read the history of that being done originally, but you wouldn't know the history of them restoring it. And,
Mm,
just really hones in, and the mechanisms tie in with the theming of what they're doing always as well, which, yeah, yeah,
mm.
we love them. We
I'm
call them
hinted that
tiny
there's
epic
more
euros.
1900 series on the way, so we're excited.
Yeah.
So looking forward to announcements soon, hopefully.
All
Oh,
right. Oh,
amazing.
cool. Yeah.
Because the last time we saw you, it was a very, very brief meeting in the Galleria in Essen.
Yes.
You were rushing in one direction, we were rushing in the other.
Yeah.
So, what is that Essen experience like for you?
First time I went, it was a fabulous sort of personal experience. For me, the advantage over UK Expo is bigger, but a lot of publishers launch their games there, and you see lots more new stuff than you would see here in the UK. So I was desperately trying to not build my shelf of shame so big that it would collapse the shelf, but I was also running around super excited, looking at all the stuff. And that particular year, there was Guy, Yasna, who's one of our demoers, and whatever else. The three of us went, and we had a really good time.
Mm.
Sometimes we were playing games together, sometimes we split up. We had a real good time, and obviously various ones in between. But last year was work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
it was like we'd got a hit list of people that we wanted to talk to. We'd got a number of people who sort of games we didn't know them as people, but we knew their games and we wanted to chat to them.
Mm,
So it was a bit of we had to
mm,
split up, Guy and myself, to get round everybody and try and see everything. And it
yeah.
was fascinating to talk to new companies.
Mm.
I had an experience where I sat down with a Japanese company, and um, the owner spoke very little English, so we got a translator and whatever
Yeah.
else.
Mm.
Because of
Yeah.
my absolute fascination with the Orient, and especially Japan and
Mm,
samurais and various bits and bobs, I
mm.
was okay with the etiquette with this guy, so we made a fairly good relationship. And keep an eye out on our Instagram posts, because there might be an announcement in the next few
Oh,
Ooh.
days. So
Okay. Yeah.
hopefully, if we can
Yeah.
close that down, you might hear something new.
Yeah.
Um, but also, I've got a lot of Italian friends. We met up with Criado, we've got a lot of their games, as you'll have seen.
yeah.
So
Mm,
had a good old chat with Emmanuel there, and sort of talked about what they're doing and how he's bringing things on.
mm.
Um, so it was a completely new experience for me.
Yeah.
Um, Tiring.
Yes. Yes.
And we drove over and we drove back, whereas normally we would fly. But it allowed us to, buy various copies of games that we thought might be good, bring back, test them out with the demo group that we've got. And yeah, it made for a fun sort of long week for me and Guy. And if anybody'd raided the apartment we were staying in, they'd have thought we were a shop, not two guys actually going to a gaming convention.
I bet.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it was real good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is there, as part of Revelation Games now, when you were looking for new games that you think could be interesting for people, how much of your own personal bias is involved with that?
Great question, and it's one that this is where Guy and I balance each other out very well.
Mm,
Yeah, um, there are certain game styles that suit him very, very well,
mm.
and certain ones that suit me very, very well.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't really want necessarily go after that one, or you go and see them because I'll be I'll have a set mindset on that particular game. So, and I'm the same in another way. So it's quite good. We make our big long list of who we're going to go and see, and then it's like
Yeah.
divvy up whose is whose as we go, because we know either we'll have more understanding of the culture of the people we're talking to, or it's our sort of game. So, yeah, and then when we bring back and we make decisions about who we're partnering with and what games we want, we again do this sort of scoring system on a number of categories. So,
Yeah.
the usual sort of stuff that people do on reviews, the components, the rules,
Yeah.
the gameplay, etc. We
Yeah.
score them independently, smash them together, and then we decide on a sort of agreed score, and then that's how we top out what games are going to go after this particular year. So, yeah,
Yeah.
it's an interesting process.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Oh,
a
cool.
very busy post-Essen process, I should imagine, of playing the games, figuring out the games, but then setting up that business side of things then to hopefully get things ready for Aircon UK Games Expo. So a different pressure after Essen. We just feel the guilt of the unplayed games.
We were the pressure we put ourselves under this year as well was we'd taken that stand at the Handycon that happened directly after Essen.
Mm,
So we really had to learn the games because we'd got games that we'd seen but didn't necessarily know
Yeah.
how to play.
Yeah.
And of course, we pride ourselves, and when customers come to the stand, we can talk them through, give them a good
mm,
view, give them an honest review, whether it's for them or not. And as do all our demos, and we can talk about the demo team in a bit, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
that week after we got back was a real, I was learning 2 or 3 games a day in some cases just to sort of get to the point where we could give an honest review.
Yeah.
So yeah, we put a bit of pressure on ourselves there, but it's good because again, you talked about the process that we had there.
Mm.
We sort of split the labour up a little bit again. Guy was getting the website up and getting information on there and getting it out to people. I was getting it out to the demo teams and showing them what we'd got and getting opinions and starting to do the marketing side of things. And, we're old fellas, but all this new technology and stuff isn't really us. So I'm having to learn Instagram as I go and all the rest.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if some of our stuff's a bit amateurish, I do apologise to the world, but
Oh, you
we're
won't
doing our
get more
best.
amateur than this, I tell you now.
Well, you're in the similar boat. This is your retirement,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
fun with boxes and whose game's that jacket. And
Yeah.
we were joking the other day. I was like, you can link your Facebook and your Instagram together. And he was like, what? So just learning little things. He's constantly watching videos of how to do different things.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's all learning, but
Unfortunately, some of
it
the demo
fills the
team
time.
are of the younger generation, and they're sort of like, do this instead. And we're like, oh, okay. So we're learning.
No, because let's talk about the demo team then, because
Yes.
I did
Yeah.
say about at UK Games Expo where I did run off to get Phil and
Yeah.
bring Phil back because I knew there was a game set up that I knew he would love.
Mm.
It was
Yeah.
briefly sort of it's trick taking, it's war, and I'm like, I need to go and get my husband, and I did, and we had a
Yeah.
demo, and it was an absolutely brilliant demo, at the Revelation Games stand.
Yeah.
And on your site, when it talks about Revelation, it's a lot about we will demo your games, we will really showcase the games.
Mm.
So was that always at the heart of Revelation Games where you wanted that quality demo experience?
100%. We've had a number of instances ourselves where you sort of sit down and say to somebody, "Oh, I'm really interested in this game. Show it me. Tell me what it is." And they smile sweetly and sort of say, "Yeah, play it." And you're sort of like, "Well, what is it? How do I play it? What do I do?"
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
get nothing, or they're so tired or forlorn or been
Yeah.
working all day, and
Yeah.
they're just going through the motions again. And those
Yeah.
second group, I feel really sort of quite sorry for when they get their flag.
Yeah.
So we said, to be fair to our customers and to be fair to the partners that we're working with, we needed to do the best possible show of their games that we could.
Mm.
So we put together a team. It was somewhere in the region of about 16 people when we first did it. And we got together on games nights, and we introduced the games to them. We let them take the games away, learn it themselves, come back and teach the rest of the group the game.
Yeah.
We went through sort of appeal processes with them. So we put a load of new games out on the table and went, if you were walking past the stand, what would draw your eye and why, and things like this. So they're really bought into it. They're all gamers who are all really keen to demo.
Yeah.
And what we did with them is we did demo scripts for them and sort of said, here are the highlights, here are the key messages you've got to get across. Do it in your own style, do it in your own way. I believe it was possibly Ellis who taught you Verdun, I think.
Yeah, I think so,
yeah. And he was one who was really keen on Verdun. He loves it himself. He's got a copy, he plays it, he thinks it's great. But those guys sort of really get behind it. And then we reached out to one of the shops in Stafford here, Tritex Games. You may have seen them at UKGE. They do all the dice and individual figures and stuff that tend to be. And I spoke to them and said, look, your Tuesday night gaming club, could we come down and have our demoers demo the games to you? The guys will see what games we've got, and they're going to be at UKGE. But it gives our guys a chance to practice. And Jason and the team there were great. They hosted us, they had us down. We did that, which meant our guys sort of, the ones that hadn't sort of been used to public speaking, etc., got away from a little bit of stage fright for them and got them into it and made it easy. So they were fully prepared. And the other thing we did with them was we made sure that they never did more than half a day. And then on a particular day, they could do as much as they wanted to do in the way of demoing, etc. But just keep it to half a day and then go and enjoy the event itself, come back to another day, etc. And that seemed to work really well because they stayed fresh.
Exactly.
It meant we'd got multiple people who knew the games, so that they could quite happily, if somebody needed a loo break, somebody could step in and cover for them. And it left me and Guy free to talk to people who wanted to, like yourselves, customers who wanted to know a game or whatever else. We were free to spend a bit of time with them. And we've had a lot of really nice feedback from people who came and got demos from us and said how good the quality of the team were. And they're all dead keen to do it again this year. So we've got to be doing something right, I think.
Absolutely. It makes such a difference if you go up to a stand or stall and somebody starts telling you about a game. If like you were saying, a lot of people, they've probably been doing it for hours. If they are not so enthusiastic or they're tired or whatever, then straight away your attention is gone and you're going to go and look at something else.
Or don't know the game and maybe, don't do the best sort of demo teach of it where perhaps you don't get... Because it's very different teaching someone a game to demoing a game, isn't it? Like, I've taught lots of games. Like, I can't sit down and take an hour at a convention to teach someone a full game, of a big... You have to be able to get those key messages across quickly, isn't it? The key concepts, but still you'll discover the rest at home. But you need to know enough so that you get a feel for it, get that enjoyment. And you want to buy it because that demo is a key part of those sort of, snap decisions people will make at conventions of whether they want a game or not, particularly games they've never seen before.
100%. And that sort of, we wanted to make sure the guys were also incentivized to sort of do that. So we did sort of put a little bit of bonus games in for them and things like this if we hit certain sales targets and whatever else, just because we knew they were selling as much as we were. So
Yeah.
It was great,
Oh,
and
that's brilliant.
they were all really, happy wearing lovely lime green t-shirts and
You
stuff.
Yes.
certainly
So
do stand out at
Yes.
conventions.
Yes. It's very
certainly
true.
do. And we've got some. If they, as long as they arrive in time, we've got some special gear for aircon. So we'll be looking
Oh,
at even more bright and shiny than we normally do.
oh
So
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, well, we look
We
forward to that.
definitely look forward to
Yeah.
that. Definitely forward. But
Yeah.
no, just want to say, like you said, yeah, the demo guys were absolutely amazing,
Yeah.
and
They're really good.
they
Well,
they sold to us.
they,
That demo was brilliant. That, but it is such a key thing.
we
We
ended up
picked up extras as
we ended up
well.
picking up these as well.
Yeah.
So, so
But I think it's that amazing
and
thing of what you said about giving that time, though, for learning the game, understanding it beforehand. Because demoing at a convention is a great way to, for some people, to go to a convention. They can be costly of,
yeah,
the
yeah,
attendance tickets, hotels, travel, all
yeah.
of that. And demoing, giving up, some of your time at the convention can be a great opportunity to be able to go. But we have heard experiences of having the game the night before, quickly learn it, you're teaching it at 9 o'clock in the morning, and that can be, you know, it's not doing the best for the game always, isn't it? And it's not putting that person in the best position or confidence
Yeah,
wise. If it is their first time
yeah,
demoing, it's always a bit nerve-wracking teaching a game full stop of, wanting to get the rules, wanting to get everything right. But in that pressure situation of feeling, sales are on the line potentially. So what you
Mhm.
said about how you went about that, I think that's probably quite rare, but really, really good
really
to
good.
hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to be flooded with volunteers now.
Yeah.
we came to that decision because Guy and I, the experiences you're talking about there just resonated with me.
Mm,
We've done demos to various people for UKGE, and as you say, some of them it's like 5 minutes before we open, this is the game, da 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 da, and you're like, well, I've
Yeah.
got no experience of it.
Yeah.
Um, Guy had done some work with Alley Cat Games, who he knows a few people from, and he
yeah.
introduced me to do demoing for them. And it was like about 10 days before the event, we got
Yeah.
online, we
Yep.
we practiced it, we asked any questions. I remember I was doing their chocolate factory that particular
All
year.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Ended up managing two games on consecutive tables and whatever else, but I felt comfortable
Call him
doing it
Charlie.
because I felt comfortable doing it because I knew the game well enough that if anybody had any questions,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
could answer. I could
Yeah.
also be enthusiastic about it because I knew which bits I liked doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
The conveyor belt in Chocolate Factory is just it's absolutely not necessary, but it's so much fun pushing the little conveyor belt through the factory. It's those little things that you can get across to somebody in a demo.
Yes.
I've mentioned ISS earlier and the excitement of doing the countdown and rushing to get your astronauts on board and whatever else.
Yeah.
When somebody talks to you enthusiastically about that, you sort of
Yes.
get drawn in and you say, oh, hang on. So
Yeah.
how does that work?
Yeah.
And why is it so important? And
Yeah.
that's what can quite often tip you to buy a game because you're sort of like, I like the sound of that,
Mm,
and you jump on it type of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's looking good.
yeah.
Yeah. No, super cool. So, what got you into games in the first place then? Or what were your earlier games that you
Oh
played when
my
you were
life! Now
younger?
we're going back. You do realise that I'm 61, and this we're talking way back when.
You're a
You
wee
know?
babe
Um,
compared to him. No.
Yeah. Not
No,
quite.
you're the same
um,
age.
But the same age, yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I joined the gaming club at my school. Is the short version.
Yeah.
Um, there was a little bit of a D&D club that I dabbled in, but I was more interested in the board games.
Right.
My maths teacher had got Circus Maximus and Gladiator from Avalon Hill
Avalon
Games,
Hill. Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
loved those.
Yeah.
I got Squad Leader, loved
Oh,
playing that.
no way.
Yeah, and then and I know that they've just gone through their anniversary edition, but I got I loved the NBC Master Series Shogun game,
Yeah.
where you got all the figures and the map board and the territory control.
Mm.
Um, and my wife bought me that as was one of the first games she bought me when I was at the ripe old age of 21. And for many, many years, it was tradition that on Easter Sunday, because it was such a long game, we
Yeah.
started at 10 o'clock. We saw how far we got by the afternoon, and either the pub won or the game won, one of the two. So it was a choice. And I
Brilliant.
just got so excited about games.
Hmm.
The big game shop for us was what was called at the time Dungeons and Starships, which was in Birmingham,
Right.
in Summer Row, which became the second ever Games Workshop.
Oh,
Games Workshop bought them up, and it was the
yeah.
same staff and everything else.
I went to that shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I must
yeah,
have been, oh, I don't know, 19 or something. I'm not sure now. But yeah, I actually went to that shop in Birmingham. It was the first Games Workshop I'd gone into.
yeah, right, all time back.
Yeah.
Back when they brought out their first ever plastic marines, I remember buying a box of those for Warhammer 40k. So.
Awesome. Awesome.
No, it's interesting you said advanced squad leader though, because that was how we ended
Well,
up getting into board games in a roundabout way.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
There's a
yeah,
story there. Come on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was always like a bit like you. I'd grown up with all these fascinating looking games, and I loved the sort of more sort of World War II games because they had maps. Fascinated with maps and lots of little counters. But all my friends went off to university or whatever, so I used to just go to the game shop in Cardiff, FC Parker, and I just stare at these wonderful boxes and think, oh, that'd be really cool to play these. And every now and then I'd pick one up and read the rules, but I'd have no one to play it with, so I just put it back on the shelf. Well, this one day then I discovered squad leader and advanced squad leader. And then, like you were saying, cut a long story short, then I was chatting to some guy online,
So
and
years and years later,
years later,
you'd
yeah,
had it when you were younger, wasn't it?
yeah,
And then, but no one to play with. Years later, he started buying all the advanced squad leader. So we got files and files of advanced squad leader. Yeah, and there was no way I was going to play it. Looked terrifying. You know, big binders like that of just the rules. That's not the game. That's the rules. Giant binders.
yeah.
So he went online and started chatting to a guy online. And then one week you just said to me, "Oh, by the way, there's a guy coming to the house. We're going to play advanced squad leader." And I said, "What guy?" He's like, "Oh, a guy I met off the internet." I was like, "What? Just met a guy off the internet and invited him to the house?" And
And
then he's like, "Yeah, yeah, we're just going to play a game." I was like, "Well, what does he eat?" Because I've got to do dinner now.
but it was that sort of thing where my brain suddenly went, "Oh, hang on, this is the thing you're not supposed to do."
Go and meet at a neutral location. But no, it was like,
Yeah,
so this guy came, Ian,
Ian.
l still friends with us, came to our wedding. He
Yeah.
came to play Advanced Squad Leader and
Well, let me just say, because I need to be correct here, starter kit.
starter kit.
Starter kit,
Okay.
not the full-on one.
Okay, starter
Starter
kit.
kit.
So he came, we had dinner and we were chatting, and then he said to Phil, "We're not going to play Squad Leader." He went to his car and he brought Catan and Ticket to Ride, and we
And
oh no,
Carcassonne.
Catan and Carcassonne,
Yeah.
and we played those because he thought, well, it's not fair that I'm going to be left out. So he brought games that I could be involved in, and we
Mm.
fell in love instantly, and that was it. It
That was it.
started from there, and you still haven't played Squad Leader.
I still am. Yeah.
So
If you've got
there,
a copy, I'll come down and play it with
Yeah.
you.
Come on then. Yeah.
there we
There's
go.
a
That
deal.
sounds like a plan. But it was that just one of them crazy things. Like I would never do that now. But it's just one of them crazy things that I did because I was desperate to learn this game. But those games that he brought to us, especially
Mm.
Carcassonne, it was just mind blowing. It was like, oh, you can match these tiles up and you build in this wonderful
Mm.
city thing. And then, Catan
Yeah.
as well. It was just, well, that was it then. We
Yeah.
were both hooked.
And just to clarify, we will invite anyone who likes games to our house now. Because it's like, if you're into board games, you can come. It's fine.
Yeah.
And we've invited many people that we've met at
Way to
so
do
many
it.
conventions and things. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But that's the hobby, isn't it? You meet people through the games and you form these amazing friendships then. And you might see them once or twice a year at a convention, but you're really excited to see them and you plan and set things up.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
one of the things I really enjoy about UK GE because with my work that I used to do, I travel around the country quite a lot, and this is how I actually met Guy. I was working just outside Windsor, and I was there for 14 months, stuck in a hotel
Oh,
with nothing to do 4 nights a week, and there's only so
yeah,
many solo board games you can play.
Mm.
yeah.
Um, so I jumped on the Meet Me app and started looking around for gaming clubs in the area.
Mm.
And there was one in High Wycombe, which I wasn't far away from. So I got myself invited along to that. I played my first ever game of Rising Sun, even though I had a copy of it at
Oh,
High Wycombe, whatever else. And that's where I met Guy, and we got chatting. And he said to me, you know, your accent says you're not from around here. And I said, no, I'm from Wales. And for some reason, he didn't believe me. I'm not sure why. But I owned up. I owned up to being a black country boy and from West Brom, but I live in Stafford now. And we sort of built a little friendship. And he said, "Well, there's a game that goes on in Pinner on a Wednesday night. I can get you along to that if you want to." So for the 14 months that I was down there, my Tuesday and Wednesday night was full on gaming. So it was great
oh,
fun.
yeah.
And met a load of people there. Through other places I've worked and been, and there's a gaming club over Hereford that I know, etc. And
Oh,
Mhm.
one thing about UKGE is everybody turns up to it, so you get to catch up with
yes.
Yeah.
everybody that you haven't seen for a while.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's great fun. And one of the highlights for me of doing UKGE, it just becomes a lot easier now because we can say, "Come to the stand and find us. We're always here."
yes,
So
yes,
um,
yeah,
rather than doing what we did in the Galleria and there you are sort
yeah,
of thing,
yeah,
somebody can actually come and find you.
Yeah.
So there's
yeah,
an advantage
exactly.
there too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, definitely. It's that play experience that you get at UKG that yeah, you don't get at Essen or those hangout spots. But yeah. So
yeah.
Aircon though, so your first time at Aircon,
Yes.
that's very
So
exciting.
all new and exciting.
Our
Neither Yasna or
favorite.
I have ever been before, but some of the local lads from Stafford go quite
Mm.
regularly.
Mm.
I used to work with the police training centre up in Harrogate, so I know Harrogate.
Ah, right.
But I've never been to Aircon, so I think
Yeah.
it's going to be a fun little time. Hopefully, I might get a little bit of time to myself and run around.
Fingers crossed. Yes. Yeah.
Guys, because of the size of the stand we've got, guys not actually sort of coming up this time. It's just me and Yasna.
Mm.
He might pop by the one day
Mm.
if things go well. But it's a long way for him to come from Chorleywood, so it's considered north because it's north of Watford Gap, so it's my territory. Apparently, he
Right.
tells me. So my
You've
responsibility.
carved up the country, is it?
It is a long way to
Uh, so yeah, that's going to be all new and exciting. This afternoon, I've been jiggling the pieces around on my 2 meter by 2 meter floor plan to make sure that
go.
we can get as many games in as we can.
Brilliant.
Um, so yeah, and there's stock. I think I've got deliveries of stock on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week. So
Yeah.
there's shipping up to storage in Harrogate during the course of next week to make sure we're all ready and prepared. We
Oh,
don't run out
great.
of anything. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's looking good.
Oh, I think you'll enjoy it.
I
It's
think
such a
you
lovely,
will enjoy
friendly
it.
convention.
It's a
Yeah.
brilliant con. It was our first Evercon, was it? Oh no, well, apart
No,
from
apart from our local convention rules con and UK Games Expo, this was our first time stepping into sort of a different convention.
yeah,
And
yeah,
we fell in love
yeah,
instantly,
yeah,
and we go to every aircon now.
yeah,
But the Harrogate one
As,
is very, very special.
yeah,
as experienced people going there, tell me what I can expect.
You'll expect lots of fun, lots of amazing people.
mm,
It's it's the perfect mix of a playing convention. Like you talked about HandyCon very much being a playing. We've not
yeah,
been to a HandyCon. We would like to at some point if we can ever get our dates and things
yeah,
to align.
yeah,
But it's that perfect thing of the playing convention with the retailers going on as well. The
mm,
way that the Harrogate one has grown, like I say, with the others, with Manchester and with Telford, they are very much more the playing space. But
yeah,
with the Harrogate one, how it's grown
yeah. It's
and what we found, it was just
best
the
of both worlds, isn't
it is best of both worlds, but
it?
it was the friendliest convention
Mm,
we've ever been to
mm,
of just people just inviting you in, come and play a game.
mm.
If you're lost for someone to play with, you just look for, they've got lightsabers on the table, join a table, but they do meet up groups
Yeah,
beforehand of
yeah,
you can join sort of groups and join games. But then there's fun events going on. The raffle is always a big success, the
yeah,
quiz. But then you've got a crokinole tournament going on, there's mega games going on. So there's loads of opportunities to get involved and meet other people,
mm,
as well as hanging out with the people that you've gone with or that you've already planned to meet up with. It's just relaxed and fun. And I think it's so many people have gone for so many years with it. I think once someone goes to aircon, particularly with Harrogate, you go
you
every
go
year.
again.
So
Yeah,
you see all those
yeah,
familiar faces again, and
yeah.
it's just I don't
That's
know,
the
it's cozy to
that's
me.
the
It's
nice.
that I feel at home when I'm at an aircon.
Yeah, that's the nice thing. You see people, and you perhaps you haven't seen them for a year,
Yeah.
but it doesn't feel like a year. It's just so nice, like.
But you've got a memory, you've got an experience always together that, it just binds you for life, I think.
Mm, mm.
And the
Those sort of things, when
volunteers there.
it doesn't matter how long you've been apart, you instantly
Yeah.
feel straight back connected.
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
a sign of proper friendship, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what you've said
Right.
about obviously the importance with the demoers and staff at your stand with Aircon, it's the loyalty of the volunteers.
Mm,
They've had,
mm.
and there's new people every year, but the volunteers, they are, they're wonderful. They
Yeah.
look after everything. You've
Yeah.
never got to worry about a thing.
Yeah.
They'll check in with people. Yeah, you can always like spot a yellow shirt, right? I don't know where to go for this. They'll sort you out, or any
Mm,
problems they will deal with. And we've made really good friendships with
mm.
the volunteers there.
Yeah.
And I think it
Lovely
it
people.
builds that sort of, almost like a
Yeah.
family,
Yeah.
it feels.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have had one or two of them just they spotted some of the stuff on Instagram. One of them got very excited about a rapper mine and
Yeah.
a rapper space.
Yeah.
And was like, oh, all right, and then whichever one of us gets to the stand first and whatever else. So I sent them just a little message going, don't panic, you can pre-order. And they said, oh, that's great because we're volunteers. And when we'll get to your stand, we don't know.
Yeah.
And I said,
Yeah.
well, just get on the pre-order. We'll put them onto one side for you. Come when you're
Yeah.
ready, and we'll sort you
Yeah.
out.
That
So,
is amazing.
and we had a nice little chat with them. So already I've experienced a little tiny bit of the sort of thing that you're
Mm.
talking about, where they seem to be really nice
Yeah,
people and
Yeah.
yeah.
super
They
enthusiastic.
really are
So
Yeah.
fab, and they,
It's the
yeah.
things like that are important of like say going to a convention, just knowing that like if you're going for the first time of just knowing you've got people you can go to and they'll look after you. Like
Mm.
say you can go and ask them like I haven't got a game going on at the moment. Any chance you can find me someone to play with? And they will. So
Yeah.
the future of Revelation Games, I think, say you're adding Aircon now, got UK Games Expo, you're going to be hunting for the games at Essen again this year. So where are you planning to take it? How
Yeah.
big are we going with Revelation Games?
it's a it's a decision point that Guy and I have already talked about. And it's if it becomes really successful, it'll get to a point where it will be more than just the two of us.
Yeah.
And we'd be grateful if it was, yeah. But we've got a decision to make at that point as to because we are both two retired guys. So
Yeah.
how much more do we want to
Yeah.
do?
Yeah.
When that retirement stops feeling like retirement, is it? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if my wife starts telling me you're not spending enough time here, that might be a signal to look at. But the demo team that we've got are all sort of super keen, and there might be somebody in there who says,
Yeah.
"Can I come and get a few years with you?" And we might see a natural progression in that space. It might just grow to a size that suits us.
Yeah.
I mean, we are we're not we're obviously want to make it a profitable company to keep it going,
Yeah.
but it's not like we need it to pay the bills.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if it pays for us to go over to Essen and have a look around and see the new games, see all the partners that we meet people like you and have fun, and it means we don't have to take it out of our pensions,
Yes.
then maybe that's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I suppose my answer to you is watch this space. It depends. I
See.
think we'll be judging it a lot on how UK GE goes this year,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
and based on that, we'll look at what the next 12-month plan will be. I mean, we agreed while we were in setup because we're both sort of old businessmen for want of a better experience. So we've sort of done just 12-month plans, and we're just keeping on that at the moment. And then there'll come a point where we have to make a decision: is this enough, or do we want it to go bigger, or is you know if the world tariff system goes
Oh
crazy,
my
is
God.
it
Yeah.
is it even viable anymore? We
Yeah.
don't
Don't
know.
mention the
So
G word.
yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
It carries on well, and the most important thing for us is to be able to give the opportunity for UK people to get access to games easily
Yes.
Yeah.
without necessarily having to trog over to Essen or
Mm.
find somebody who's there to bring stuff back for them and whatever
I
else. So
think that is such an amazing thing. I really genuinely do.
Yeah.
We are lucky enough to have gone to Essen, been to Essen a few times, but like you say, it's very expensive. You can't afford to go all that way just to pick up one or two games. The fact that people are able to pick up these games through you now is mind blowing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. No.
and it excites us. It's our sort of raison d'etre, for want of a better phrase. I know it sounds a bit corny, but we both get a thrill out of people seeing these games and then going, oh, well, and the
Mm,
excitement you get when somebody comes on and sort of, have you still got a copy of, or can
yeah.
Yeah.
you get me such and such? And you get that little
Yeah.
DM on an Instagram post or something that says, do you have? And you can sense the excitement in that person's sort of voice.
Yeah.
Um, because the other thing we're trying to do, we've only sort of failed on it, I think, once. Unfortunately, it was somebody we knew, so it wasn't too bad. The other thing we pride ourselves on is making sure we get things out to people
Mm,
in a timely fashion, in a secure box that gets to them in a sensible way and whatever else. And they get that excitement of ordering the game and getting it as soon as we can get it to them. So
yeah. Yeah.
we've got one delivery this week where we've just paused it to get the delivery on Wednesday to add one of the games in that he wants. But we'll send that out to him, and we've
Yeah.
told him we're big on communication.
Yeah.
When people stick orders in, we respond to them and thank them for the order and let them know it's coming.
Mm.
Mm,
If there's any challenges, any problems, we let them know, keep
yeah.
them informed, and you know we try and treat people, whether it be face to face at the stand or through the web shop, the way we want to be treated. And
Yes.
we
Yeah.
are gamers. We know what it's like to get your
Exactly.
brand new game with a dinked corner, or
Yeah.
you've been waiting for it and it's late, or whatever it is. You
Yeah.
want that positive experience, and we want to give it to people. So
Yeah.
That's one of our motivations.
No.
Awesome.
But I love it. You're in it for the enjoyment of games and that giving back to the community that, we've enjoyed for many years. So I think
Yeah.
that's brilliant to have that at the core. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think Dave is going to join us briefly. Let's see if he can come and say hi. I'll message him to join.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he picks up now.
Yeah. Mhm.
So, is
But
there anything you've seen on the shop that you're keen to get at
well, the
Aircon?
Can't Stop has definitely been on my radar. Have you got the Liar's Dice as well? Because I wouldn't mind
We
the
do.
plate
We
Liar's
do.
Dice. Because
Yeah.
I so desperate when we were in Essen because they did the plate containers, and I desperately wanted to do one, but we didn't. We thought, hang on, that's a lot of weight in a lot of small board games that we didn't do it. So the only one I picked up at Essen, what did I grab from Plate that I did order with them?
Yeah, you
There
did
was
do
one,
pre-order, didn't you?
and I can't even remember it now. That's awful, isn't it?
But Liar's Dice, for me, it's the best sort of
Mm,
version of whichever version you want to play, but it's the same game.
mm,
It's nice that you got the little track. And the thing that Brian has done for us is there were little Velcro cups inside the game that they weren't very happy with.
Yeah.
So
mm.
they printed an extra set of cups. And we've got all those to give anybody free who buys a copy of
Oh,
Liar's
wow.
Dice.
Oh,
And
wow.
it comes with a red dice instead of all the white dice, so you can put that on the score track so nobody picks it up by mistake. So they've just added a couple of little things
Oh,
in there that just
that's
make it
cool.
nice. That's a freebie that comes with the game. So.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah, that's
it,
super cool.
it's gonna bug me now. I'm gonna look at my Essen games to pick
Well,
up.
when Lisa looks
Depot,
oh,
Depot.
Tipo.
Depot or Depot, the with the like the Amazon looking box one. Yeah, that's the
Oh,
one.
of course, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was looking forward to
And we've
that.
not played it yet, so
Well, I mean, we are proper board gamers. We don't play games. We buy them and
put them on
put
the
them on
shelf.
the shelf. Come on.
Yeah, but I know when you got Sardinia, I like the look of that
Oh
one.
yes.
Mm.
So
And
yeah,
that's sort of
with
like a slightly thicker box, isn't it, for the
yes.
plate ones?
But the plate games, I sort of love their L-shaped boards and the
Mm.
fact that the box becomes the game
Yeah.
Yes,
so
yes, yeah.
and so forth. That's really cool. Um, but an interesting story, and I think you'll be keen on this, is because we did so well for them at UKGE last year, they're
Mm.
actually coming themselves to UKGE this year.
Yeah.
So they've got their own stand. They're being
Ooh,
very good and still letting us have some stock ourselves. So if people want to buy, they can
Hmm.
get it from us as well. But
yeah.
they're going to be there. So,
Oh,
and
wow.
we consider that a real success story
Yeah.
because we've got somebody to come to UK and sell their games there,
Yeah.
and that
Absolutely.
works for us. That's the ultimate nirvana in a lot of
Well, yeah,
senses. The more people we
That's
can get over.
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't
Yeah.
got to do the hard work then of bringing the games over. You can go and that's a spot for someone else then, isn't it? Like say you can fill it with some other gems that perhaps we're not aware of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
no, that's good. At Aircon, I will still buy a few plate games, don't worry, and then I'll save the container for UK Games Expo with anything new.
Having heard that you were liking Carcassonne,
Yeah.
obviously last year we had Cube Express, which we described as
Mm.
Carcassonne with trains.
Mm.
Um, Henning's been very good. He's discounted the prices for us this year, so they're on very low prices at Aircon and UKGE. So if people like Carcassonne,
Yeah.
and you want to play
Oh,
Carcassonne with trains, come on for that. But
excellent.
my favourite game that we've got from Criado is a game called Finis Terra, and that's basically pirates and Carcassonne. You
Oh,
build out a pirate
Oh.
map, and you sail around this map. But it's got some nice mechanics in it that mean that in Carcassonne the map can sprawl a little
Mm.
bit.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
way the rules work is you have to place your tiles within certain distances of your opponents, so
Oh.
it stops the spread of it quite so much.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're their philosophy is very eco-friendly, so it's all recyclable stuff and whatever else.
Yeah.
And it's all the box is very self-contained and holds all the pieces very well.
Mm.
But again, when they got the print run through, he tried to make the map look very much like a proper old pirates map in texture
Oh,
and color and whatever else.
yeah.
And the print run hadn't been quite right. So he sent us a whole bunch more, which are just replacement tiles that you get for free. They're a slightly better shade of sort of pirate map color parchment, if you like.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, anybody who buys one gets a copy of the upgraded colours as well. So that's in there. But yeah,
Cool.
it's a fun little pirate game.
Yeah.
Sounds
So
amazing.
if you like maps,
Yeah,
I like maps.
we will definitely have to come and check that out then.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yes,
definitely, yeah.
yes, it's going to be a queue.
Well, then, I have to ask you this. Have you, or did you, when you were younger, drink slush puppies?
I have to admit, usually when I went to the cinema, we did.
Yeah. Now, can you answer me this now? Raspberry slush puppies. Yeah, raspberry. Now, we all know the fruit, reddy colored fruit. Why is it blue?
Um, it's a fine and marvelous question.
Mm.
And the only answer I have for you is the raspberries we grow in our garden are yellow.
Oh, now you weren't expecting that.
I wasn't
Because
expecting
Phil
that.
asks everyone this question.
Yeah.
He is determined to get to the bottom of why a raspberry's blue.
Yeah. I did not expect that answer, but it
Oh.
still doesn't answer my question, mind you.
I'll hazard a guess, and it is based on nothing more than a guess,
Mm,
right?
mm.
The puppy in the picture wore a blue jumper and a blue hat, and I know
Oh,
that raspberry was the favourite flavour of most people, although mine was cherry.
Oh
oh,
yeah, I was more for the cherry flavor.
interesting. Do you know what?
Mm.
I was more raspberry. Perhaps that's why I'm obsessed by it.
Well, it's just the novelty of having it something
Blue.
blue, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it didn't
yeah.
taste better.
It did.
It just made your tongue blue.
It did as well, yeah.
Because when I was younger, blue, not with the slush puppies, I used to have those cartons of drink, and they were, I think they banned now because it's too many colorings in them.
Too
But
many
it was
E's.
bubblegum flavor was blue.
Yes, yes, it
Only
was.
slush puppy was raspberry.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'll tell you a little story about my school days where I had some fun with some friends of mine. And we've got Irish and Welsh heritage in my family. My dad moved to West Brom when he was 4, so hence me having
I
this
was going
really
to
strong
ask
Welsh
about the
accent.
Yeah.
Llewellyn.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
going to say, are you a Llewellyn or a Llewellyn?
Well, for people around here, we stick with Llewellyn because they can't cope with a
The
town. So,
Too much
but my
spittle.
granddad did teach me the long train station name when I was a kid, so I was
Oh,
always and going home it was always Llewellyn, so we were there.
yeah.
But my wife is also Welsh heritage, but was born and raised in West Brom as well. So
Oh,
her
right.
lot are from Carmarthenshire, my lot are Aberdare, Porthcawl, and
Right.
South Wales.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
but of course, having so many L's in my name, I was always referred to as Taffy at school for whatever reason.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and one of my friends, his mum always used to make him little butterfly cakes to have with his dinner.
Yeah.
Um, and one of the local bullies would sneak in and try and sneak his cake off him and take it away.
Oh, no.
So I got my mum to make me some just little rock cakes, but put some green food colouring in.
Oh,
And I put these in his box. And when the bully came along and tried to steal his cakes, he went, "What are those?" And I said, "Oh, they're Welsh cakes. They're made with seaweed." And he wouldn't steal it because he thought there was seaweed in it. And he left him with the cakes, but they were just ordinary rock cakes. So
An
my Welsh
implant.
heritage sorted out a friend of mine from the bully. So
Oh,
Excellent, yeah. That's a cunning plan, fair
yeah.
play.
Well, we'll have to bring you some proper Welsh cakes when we see you in a couple
my
of weeks.
wife does. I don't know
Oh,
about
don't
you,
compete
but
with the Welsh cakes, is it?
oh, no competitions on the Welsh cakes. But my I used to be involved in some live action role playing, and my wife had cut me a big box of Welsh cakes to keep me going through the
Oh,
weekend. And
awesome.
people would see me eating these, and they'd be like, "What are those?"
What's
Because as
that?
far as they were concerned, they were flat scones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then you'd let them have one, and that's
Oh,
it. They were like, "How many more can I eat?" And
Yeah.
the
I
box would go
know.
in one night.
Yeah.
It was supposed to last me the weekend, and they'd disappear.
That's
So
our thing.
yeah,
We
no,
always take Welsh cakes to conventions with us.
Yes.
And some Penderyn single malt Welsh whiskey as well.
oh,
Only a little bottle.
Only a little bottle. Davey Dave, are you with us?
There he is.
How did he do that? That was good, that wasn't it?
That was amazing. Davey is there. He's dressed in his children's clothes. Good God.
It's a good look, isn't it?
It is,
Very good.
yeah, a good
Yeah.
look if you're 4. Just
Wow.
Yeah. So everyone's sleeping now, apart from you. Yeah.
Yes,
The little
apologies
ones.
for the tardiness. Hi, Chris. Nice to see you.
you doing?
Yeah, pleasure, pleasure. Yeah, apologies for my tardiness, but yes, now everybody in the house is asleep except me, which is
Except-
great.
except you.
I've done well to not fall asleep myself again. So yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, we were just going to do Whose Game's That Jacket and then wrap up. So
God,
Chris
I've
is
come
going
in
to
at just
play
the right
along.
time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on. Jingle.
Oh, don't make me do it again now.
I think Alicia should do it.
You want me to jingle?
I think so.
Oh, I don't know.
No.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know. Don't do it.
I'll do it if you.
No. Whose game's that jacket? Boo, 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 boo. Whose game's that jacket? Boo, 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 boo.
Well, there you go. There you have it. Sounds
That
good.
I
was a
think it was
jingle.
a bit of a rip-off.
I think it was. It did sound like something familiar, but hopefully we won't get a YouTube strike.
Yeah.
I don't think we will, no.
Cool. So who's going to do the scribing first?
So what? Yeah. So what's the structure with this like 3-player version? How is it going to work?
We can shout out each. Otherwise, Chris, have you got a game for Davey and Phil to guess? You just got to describe the box cover.
The box cover.
So Phil is going to describe a box cover to Davey. And we'll see how we get on. And
you.
everyone.
And Chris, yeah, Chris
And
can guess as well.
Yeah.
I'm not going to guess because I can see it.
Oh, you looking over my shoulder. Can't believe it. Well, welcome to Whose Game's That Jacket quiz. Whose game jacket am I looking at? I'm looking at a game box. I'm looking at a game box that is predominantly a darker sort of blue color. And the top of it is more white. There seems to be some building work going on. I don't know what Davey's looking behind him. He put me off then. Davey,
Sorry.
you put me off then.
Is it Castles of Mad King Ludwig?
It's not, no, crazy dude. But on the horizon, as it were, of this vastness of blueness, there seems to be like a yellow truck and some buildings and possibly what looks to be like a water tower and a sign pointing and what could be some sort of like oiling machine, which could be something else, but if I said the word, it would give away the game.
Mm.
But there's
Oiling machine.
And then at the bottom of the box, there are these large coloured, like crystals that are underneath the ground?
I think I might know what this is.
Go on, Chris. Go on, say
Go
it.
on, Chris, do it. Go on.
Yeah, do it.
Could it be a rapper mine?
Indeed it is. God.
I
Chris
never would have got
knows
that.
his stuff, Davey. Not like you.
Yeah.
Well, I've never played that game. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, you work in a game shop, Davey. Come on.
I know. I know. I can't
You
play
will play
everything.
it. We will bring it to Rules Con.
Yes.
Yes, please do.
Okay, then. Shall we, Davey, are you going to do yours next? Or Chris, do you want to do yours?
I'm ready to go if you like.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
come on,
Go for it, Chris. Go for it.
Come on.
So, this box is predominantly white.
Carcassonne. No, damn it.
Concept.
It has on the bottom of it a picture of a turning handle going clockwise.
Oh.
There is a physical slot in the box
Oh.
with an arrow and the word in on it.
Oh.
And in the top of the box,
Cheering
which
machine.
has got a red border, there are a number of balls. And these balls contain items.
Oh, so not Turing machine.
Good God, Chris. Is this something you just dreamt up?
It's not Whirly
It's
Derby,
not.
but is it something like
yeah,
that?
Whirly Derby.
No, it's not Whirly Derby. Wrong colours.
No?
That was the turning dial.
Oh.
All the balls are half of a colour, and there are multiple colours. And the other half is clear, so you can see what's in the ball.
Oh,
Do you know?
yeah.
What is it?
Then
It's
say it.
it's Gachapon trick, is it? Gachapon, yeah.
That's the trick. That's right.
Gachapon trick.
Well done.
Soon
Can
to be seen at
annihilate.
Aircon.
Yes.
Bravo.
Ooh.
Yes. Come on.
Soon to be in my reservation basket.
Soon to be on our shelves.
Amazing. Amazing. We will insert picture.
Yeah. Yeah. Davey.
Right.
Oh, here we
Ready
go.
for this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Phil has done terribly at this the last couple of rounds, so we'll see how he gets on. All right.
Oi, Davey, come on, man.
Just a reminder for the people who haven't listened before.
No
you
need
know.
that, Davey. Come on.
All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Right.
Doop, doop, doop.
So in this cover,
Yeah.
there is a slightly meandering river going through the center of the box.
The River. Days of Wonder.
It's not The River by Days of Wonder, no. Good guess. On the river banks, you can see a lot of greenery. We'll call it that for now. A lot of plantation, a lot of green going on, you know, a variety of trees, but predominant, well, yeah, lots of green. Don't really see any other sort of colors of leaves and so forth. In amongst the plantations of all these foresty little bits, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pretty big structures. Pretty
Are they
big.
neutral or man-made structures?
They are man-made structures, but are looking quite dated. They're looking like oldie-timey style, not like, you know, British old-timey, bit more like...
Lost Ruins.
It's not the Lost Ruins, no.
German
not Lost
old
Ruins.
timey.
Tikal.
I see. I was heading towards Vantage, but it's there's-
No, not Vantage. Yeah, good guess. Good guesses, folks. More Eastern sort of influence, sort of, to some of these buildings.
Oh, not River of Gold.
Not River of Gold.
Oh.
Not River of Gold.
Not
On the
East Coast,
horizon.
not Scythe, Chinatown.
On the horizon. No, not
Yeah,
Chinatown.
yeah, on
There's
the
no river in
horizon.
Chinatown. What are you on about?
I don't know.
In the horizon, there seems to be a mirage
Oh.
that
Oh,
takes up a lot of the box. Go on.
is it Rhina Knizia?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it is not a Reiner Knizia game.
5 tribes? It's not a
It's
river.
not 5 tribes. You're getting warmer. You're getting warmer.
I know. You're thinking of Through the Desert.
Through the desert.
It's not through the desert.
There's no
Oh,
river in
thanks
the
for goodness,
desert.
it's
I just
good. Yeah,
realised
yeah,
that now. Yeah, schoolboy error there. Damn it.
Are there any people on this cover?
Well, so this is the thing. The Mirage is a
Oh,
person kind of icon, we'll call it. Without
7
saying it.
Wonders.
It's not Seven Wonders.
Yamatai.
It's not Yamatai.
Oh,
Baghdad.
It's not Baghdad. You're sort of dancing around the answer. This is great. The Mirage is holding 1, 2, 3,
Arabian
5,
Nights.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Alhambra.
No, you're getting close there. They are holding 10 dice.
Oh, River Ganges.
Rajas of the Ganges.
Rajas of the Ganges.
You got it. You got it. That was hard work, wasn't it?
There you go.
What a fantastic choice.
Yes. Have
Great
you
game.
played that game, Chris?
I haven't.
Oh, it's a very good game.
Highly recommend. It's a very good game.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
We'll get Davey to play a rap of mine, and then you've got to play Rajas of the Ganges.
There we go.
Cool.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Oh, God bless him.
Yeah,
innit?
yeah. So I think we just want to say thank you so much, Chris, for joining us.
Yes,
Thank you for having me. It's been a real pleasure.
Yeah.
been brilliant. We can't wait to see you at Aircon. And of
Yes,
course, we can't
can't wait
wait
to
to
see you
see
too.
you UK Games Expo as well, mind you.
It's
But,
amazing.
yeah.
We're going to get to see you. We know at least 3, apart from now, on another 3 occasions, we'll get to see you this year. So that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Forward to
And
that.
thanks for bringing Essen to us,
Yes.
because that's
You're
really
more than
awesome.
welcome.
Really awesome.
So just a reminder, if anyone wants to pre-order games, whether that's for Aircon or UK Games Expo, just pop along on the site. It's all the information
It's revelationgames.co.uk if you're a partner potential. That tells you more about what we do and how we do it. But if you're interested in getting to the web shop, it's revelationgames.co.uk/games/, and that takes you straight onto the web page. And all the special offers and bundles are coming along this week. So Aircon, we're doing quite a lot of really good offers. So watch out for those.
We will.
And
Well,
get some deals while you're at it. So
yeah. Sorry,
Definitely.
Davey.
Superb.
Give us your shopping list.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. I'll have a little scan through and just add like little things to my basket and take a screenshot and be like, yeah, guys, pick these up for me.
Yeah, you'll have
just
to, yeah.
in the comment to the vendor, just put Phil and Lisa are paying, and I'll know who it's from.
I will absolutely do that.
You will.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
No.
Really looking forward to seeing you, and I'll raise a glass to you now, but
Oh,
I'll raise a
Yes.
glass with you in a few
Yes.
weeks' time.
Yakida.
Absolutely.
Jackie, there.
Take care, my
No,
friend.
brilliant. Yeah. Definitely join us with some games in Aircon. We'll be in touch. Yeah.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Cheers, Chris.
Bye all.
Take care.
Bye.
Cheers,
Bye.
Chris. All the best.
Well, there you go. Yeah. So thanks everyone so much for listening or watching. You have been listening or watching to Whose Games That Jacket? A board game podcast from Wales, featuring my lovely wife
Lisa Gardner
and my lovely friend.
Davey Boyd.
and my lovely husband.
Phil Gardner from Fun with Boxes. So there you have it. Thanks so much for listening, everyone. Please do take care, and bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.